Based on what transpired yesterday, more of the political parties were supportive of the change of the date from December to November. Looking at our calendar, we are pretty sure that we'll be able to do everything.
The largest opposition party, the National Democratic Congress, says it is not aligned to this proposal. If successful, it will mean that indeed the EC will go ahead to hold the elections on November 7. Are you mindful of the concerns that the NDC has, and what reactions do you have to their concerns?
The NDC expressed support that for this year they are not ready for it, but for 2028 they are ready for that. The EC hasn't stated that by hook or crook we are going to do it in 2024. That's not what we've said.
Yeah, but you've given us a condition, and the condition is that if you're able to go through all the processes early enough, then we might implement that this year.
Yes.
I'm saying that the NDC says, be it as it may, you cannot do that change this year.
I don't think you are trying to say if NDC says we cannot do it, it means we cannot do it. Is that what you are trying to say?
Is that what you're suggesting as well? Because that's the largest opposition party, sir.
Oh, but Mr. Soga, all the parties, we have the NPP, the NDC. There have been several instances where they've said no to something. And if the EC strongly believes that that thing is in the national interest to advance the cause of the country's democracy, we don't say because MPP has said this or NDC has said this, we are not going to do it. Because don't forget, the EC gave a reason. And one of the main reason we gave was that in the event there's a runoff, it puts so much pressure on us because you have only within 21 days to be able to execute the runoff. So we would wish some additional days being given to us.
And I just want to read a quote from Dr. Omani Boama, the Director of Elections for the NDC. He says that why wait for January to be ending without stakeholders having the electoral calendar for 2024 elections? And why did the EC not introduce these discussions in 2017, 2018, 2019, and why not even after the 2020 elections?
We explained all this at IPAC. We said some of the things internally we've been working on them. So for us, based on the nature of our work, the information available to us, the efficacy of our equipment, we are pretty sure that if we start in January, we will be able to complete it, have the elections in November.
And one more thing, I thought that would have been the final one. The reforms you're introducing ahead of the general elections. One has got to do with the reversal of the indelible ink. The public is still asking questions as to what may happen in the main elections. You reverse that for the district level elections, but for the parliamentary and presidential system, concerns are rife about maintaining electoral integrity. Are you mindful of that, even as you contemplate reversing this policy? And what's your final stance on the use of the indelible ink?
No, the EC hasn't said that we are not going to use indelible ink in the 2024 election. We haven't made that point anyway. What we explained was that when you look at the biometric technology, if people go through that verification process and at the same time you try to apply the ink on them, clearly it amounts to duplicity. Because the verification system basically says that this is Blessing Soga who has come to vote. After he has gone through the process, why do you still want to apply another system or the indelible ink so that it sends another signal that the same Blessing Soga has come? So that was the explanation we gave. But we haven't said we are not going to use the indelible ink in the 2024 election.
So it will be used?
That's why I said we haven't said it anyway, that we are not going to be using the indelible ink.
Will it be used in the 2024 election, sir?
We haven't said we are not going to use it.